Hi YouTube, this is JJ714 coming at you. I'm just going to do just a quick little chat about my natural hair. I actually just washed it and I have a t-shirt over it letting it get some of the excess water out because my hair loves water, but I know when I get ready to put in my Kimmy Tube leave-in conditioner, a lot of the times it will be too wet. So I'm finding that I don't like to use a towel on my hair or my daughter's hair, so I started using t-shirts, and actually it works really good because there's less friction on my hair and my daughter's hair when I do it that way, and it actually pulls out the excess water. But I'm going to do my Kimmy Tube mixture, and then I'm going to take this off and let you see my hair. I did my big chop in July of last year, so it's now February, 7 months, I believe. But here's my container that I currently use. And what I do is when I have leftovers, which I do, I put in a smaller container, which is like this size, and I slip it in the side of my refrigerator so it's big enough to keep the product in, but small enough where I could just slip it on the side where it doesn't really interfere with any of my other foods. So what I use for my I'm sorry, what I use for my leave-in, I'm finishing up my fruit of the earth aloe vera gel, and this works fine. I know Kimmy Tube uses the whole leaf, but this has worked really great. I bought it at Walmart for, I think it was like $4 or about $4. In the summer I was using it for something, but it works fabulous for my daughter's hair and my hair. And of course, my knots today. I got to buy some more. I do have 3 more full containers, but I try to always make sure every other week or every 2 to 3 weeks that I purchase at least maybe 2 or 3 of these because I don't like to run out. And I know that they do have it on the web, Kinky Curly website, where you can buy the 32 ounce for $44. But I figure, okay, I pay $44, then I have to pay for shipping, where I can go to Target and purchase for, it's like $11.99, but I can get 3 to 4 of these and then whatever the tax is, and I have it at home. So I just tend to, if I can get it locally, I try to get it locally. I use this castor oil. I'm almost out. I did order some more. So hopefully the vendor that I ordered from, which is called Vitakos, they're really good. Their prices are very reasonable. I used to order on Amazon.com, but one thing that I found about Amazon.com, even though the price of the item may be less, the shipping can be ridiculous. So the thing that I like about Vitakos, their costs are very reasonable, and so far I haven't had any problem. I can order, say today is Monday, I can order today, and then probably about Wednesday, no later than Thursday, I will have my shipment. So the only thing, when I place the order for some more products, this particular one, and I think I ordered some jojoba oil, it was in back stock. But the great thing is when they ship it, they don't charge me any more shipping because I only get charged shipping once. And then of course I'm going to use my jojoba oil. So also I use a tablespoon and I use a teaspoon, and these two I don't use them for for kitchen things. These are my hair tools, so once I use them I wash them and they stay in my bathroom where my other products are. So here I go. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons or tablespoons of the aloe vera gel. 1, 2, And I'm going to put, I'm doing my oils first. It just, for me, it's just more natural to do my oils first. Then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of jojoba oil. I also have some measuring spoons, and I do use those from time to time, but these were easily available. Then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of castor oil. And I normally use my finger and I will pull the excess off on each to make sure that I get the right amount of oil. Because castor oil is a little thick and sometimes some of it will linger. And so far this is what it looks like. And now I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of my nuts today. And I try to make sure that it's full tablespoon because, you know, when you're dealing with cream, and I'm one person, I don't like to lose any product, especially when you pay like $11 and $12 for it. So I will take my bottle and turn it upside down and try to let it pull down so I won't lose any of it. But normally, like I said, out of a size this size, I normally get maybe about 4. Sometimes it's about 3 actual amounts of the to be able to use for my conditioner. It's expensive, but for what it has been doing for my hair, my daughter's hair, it's worth it for me. And now I'm going to stir. Excuse me. I'm a little bit on a time crunch today. I wasn't going to wash my hair, but my hair was really itching today. I don't know why. And it was really dirty. It could have been because I did do some cleaning on Saturday, so it might have been, you know, from me sweeping and stuff like that. But I actually used shampoo again today. I'm finding that even though I wanted to be able to, and this is what it looks like when I'm finished. I wanted to be able to to just mostly pre-poo my hair this month, and then I was going to co-wash for most of the month and only shampoo once, but that's not working for me. So this is my second time. I did shampoo my hair Friday, and then I shampooed it today, so I will co-wash on Friday or Saturday whenever I do my henna. But I'm finding that my scalp just needs, you know, to be shampooed. So I'm getting ready to take off. This is freshly washed, no product. And as you can see, my curls pop pretty good. I think I got a lot of hair growth now. As you see, I haven't been working with my edges as much as I should have been. I do have the products for it, but I got to start paying more attention to that. I've been so busy lately. But my hair is really, really growing. And I'll turn around in the back so you can see the back. And if any of you want to go back, who are new, want to go back and look at my big chop pictures, you will see that my hair has grown a lot in 7 months. So I'm starting to put some of the conditioner on. I'll just take it, since my hair is still somewhat short, I'll just work it through with my fingers. My hair is very, very soft, but it is thickening up, and I believe that has a lot to do with using the henna. One thing I'm finding, ladies, especially you who have really big chop like I did, and maybe your hair isn't growing as fast as you would like it to, or you see people who have been on YouTube who've been natural for, some of them may have only been natural for 6 months to a year, and some, 3 or 4 years. Just be patient. Know that if you're doing the right things to your hair will grow. Now, I do want to make a comment, and hopefully it will not cause any controversy, because I try not to be a controversial person, but I do believe in trying to be an honest and forthright person. There's a young lady, I'm not going to call her name, who she has, has great head of hair. I love her hair, I love her videos. But I found out something recently from her own mouth that I did not know, because all of her previous videos had not mentioned it before. And I guess when I went on my my natural hair journey, and, being that I had short hair, and it was really, really difficult to find someone who, had cut all their hair off short. I would see people say, oh, well, I did a big chop, but they had 5 or 6 inches of hair on their head. And for me, that just was not a big chop. Big chop for me is when, and what I use the ends of my comb, or the tail of my comb, to help me part. Now, I'm not going to do all of this, but I'm just showing you basically what I do. As far as actually doing my detangling, I use my hands. And really, like I said, my hair is so soft that I don't have to do a lot as far as detangling, but I do try to make sure when I'm washing my hair that I take out all the shedded hair from my, try to make sure you can see what I'm doing, from my hair. And but anyway, getting back to when I started my journey in July, and I didn't really find out about YouTube until I believe it was like middle of August, or maybe like the 3rd week in August. And I didn't find out about this person until, well, I may have found out about her earlier. No, I didn't. I found out about her a little later. And anyway, I was so excited and happy, because she was one person that I thought that I would be able to relate to, because, some of her earlier videos showed where her hair had been really short, and she talked about, the what she went through, and how, it even took, before she discovered YouTube, how long, then she started coming up with ideas and stuff for herself. And that was really great. But I found out recently that the person had actually been text lax. And I'm like to myself, okay, so they've been text lax between the time that they cut all their hair off. And they did say, in defense for the person, that they had actually trimmed, the text lax and everything out. But the key or the word that hit me was trim, not cut. So it made me feel a little disillusioned. But, I've always been a firm believer that what is for me is for me. And I've always known myself, but my pastor, he always would reconfirm certain things, especially when he's teaching us about, processes and how we're to live our lives and, doing certain things. He would always say that consistency is the key. So I feel like, I want to be one of those people now. Don't get me wrong, I do use braids in my hair from time to time because if my schedule gets too busy at night, I know I've been a little slack on my exercise, and being that it's cold, I don't want to have to deal with my hair and exercising a lot. So, one of the things that helped me with whenever I start really exercising is to get my hair braided. I do wash my hair and take care of it, but I don't have to spend as much time with my hair. So, probably in the middle of March, after I finish with my henna challenge, weekly henna challenge, I'm going to go ahead and get my hair professionally braided, probably until maybe about June. I may even keep it until July. Just depends on how, my hair's doing and so forth. But I guess I say that and all is that um, I just want to keep it real as far as, if I'm going to be natural, I'm going to be natural. Um, if I decide at a point, okay, I'm tired of being natural and I want to try something else, like maybe have thought about the text lax, but I have to do more research on it to see how much chemical process we're talking about. Then I'll let you know if I do the text lax. But, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've seen quite a few people on YouTube where not that they may intentionally mislead, but sometimes they give their videos give an impression, okay, this is how I've always been natural. But then, a year later you find out, okay, well, actually, no, I forgot about, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I did have a text lax, or I did have a perm, and I just trimmed my hair. I didn't do a big chop. Well, for someone that's a newly natural, that's looking at your full head of natural hair, 4 years later, and they're saying, okay, well, if I take care of my hair, and yes, I do know everything that works for one person doesn't work for another, but then when you have a number of people that things are working for, then pretty much can say, okay, well, it's a good chance that it could work for me. But then when they're not getting the same, um, you know, amount of growth, or time comes pass by and their hair is not doing as well as they feel that it should be, then they're thinking, well, it may be something that I'm doing, when no, it's not. You just don't know the full story. And I'm having to retwist because my hair is very, very soft. But I guess the key that I'm learning, I'm old enough to know that, I've always, I guess that's my background, is I we'll investigate things out and so forth. But right now I'm going to stop this video and I'll come back after I'll finish doing this and we'll go from there. But I guess the key that I want to say is whatever you do, make sure that you're consistent with what you do. Now, for me, I have to start back exercising, but if you're eating properly, you're resting, you're taking your vitamins, like I take a prenatal vitamin, I take a B complex, I take biotin, and I also take vitamin E, as well as I take a teaspoon or tablespoonful of hemp oil, because it has the omega-3, 6, and 9 in it. And I try my best to drink 8 to 10 or more glasses of water a day. Get your rest, exercise. If you're doing all those things, eventually it's going to pay off. And remember, yes, genes has a lot to do with it. But if you're taking care of, it's just like a plant. If you put if you put seed into the soil and you're feeding it the right ingredients and everything, it's gonna sprout and spring up and it's gonna grow into something. The same with your hair. It's not what you necessarily put on the outside as much as a combination of what you put on the inside, as well as, taking the proper steps. So I just say to all the, especially newly naturals and those who may have been natural for 6 months or less, who really did a big job, and your hair isn't growing like you think it should be, or you see others on YouTube and they have like really long hair and you really want to get it, don't be discouraged. Just keep doing what you're doing. And as it's just like when you exercise and your body will begin to tell you what you need and what you don't need. The same thing, eventually you will get to know your hair well enough, well, it'll tell you what you need and what you don't need. So I'm going to stop now and I'll be back to do another video. Have a good day.